I said the most egregious draft pick in the entire 2025 draft was Dillon Gabriel. There's no way, if you have any idea what you're looking at, that you could have a third round grade on Dillon Gabriel.
You got excited, you got happy feet. I do feel bad for Dillon Gabriel. We all know he shouldn't even be in this situation. Dillon Gabriel was rated 4th and 5th round. I don't say that to be mean to Dillon Gabriel. In fact, I think he's quite a good young man. I think he's a nice dude at heart. Gives back to his local Hawaiian high school and donates things to NIL, rides around in cool Pacificas. Look, I think the dude's a cool guy. But man, if it isn't bad on the football field, and we shouldn't, again, have this sort of microscope. But I do want to point out how much hooting and hollering we heard. Look, guys, it's people like to, and before we even get into, well, if Dillon Gabriel's is bad, how could you not beat out Dillon Gabriel? And look, I get it. You might either be a troglodyte or, you might not watch a lot of football, so you didn't keep up with it. Sadly, I've been keeping up with a lot of Browns football. We all know Shador just hasn't had first-team reps. In fact, even when Joe Flacco got traded, got kicked out of town, Shador still wasn't getting first-team reps. Well, maybe he's not doing something. Well, every single time somebody is asked if he's doing something, they say, and in fact, the leaks from Dale Reuter was that he's doing everything. The leaks from Mary Kay Cabot is that the accuracy is top-notch and he's growing every day. So what's the wait? What's the holdup? Maybe it's that initial leak of last 4 games. I think everybody's being a little too, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see when it's time, it will be time. But speaking of time, this is what it's looking like right now. Dillon Gabriel has 7 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions on the season. But here's why those numbers are misleading. Per PFF, these are the quarterbacks with the highest turnover-worthy play, TWP rates in the NFL. 5.4% Spencer Rattler, 5.1% Tua Tagovailoa, and then, of course, 4.6 Dillon Gabriel. Gabriel is putting the ball in harm's way at a 3rd highest rate. But if you look at the other numbers, like total dropbacks and big time throw rates, it becomes clear he's the worst quarterback in the area. Now, we've been, look, if you rock with me in the in the watch-alongs, we know how many Dillon Gabriel interceptions just get dropped. I've never seen somebody tweeted, hey, Dillon Gabriel was the luckiest quarterback of all time. I'm not sure if I would say that. I don't know about all that. But, man, there are so many times when he's throwing the ball and it just slips through people's hands. Somebody just hits one of these numbers, just like that. And I'm not even wishing that Dillon Gabriel was bad. Again, you know how I feel. I don't want Shador out there with that terrible offense. I'm sorry about it. Sorry about it. Don't need them blaming Shador. And then this is why Shador. No. Y'all can go down with the ship. Y'all can do what y'all need to do. But it's a real interesting thing that also shows up in the statistical areas. And now what we're gonna get to is the fact that he can't hit any big-time throws, but we also knew this. But this is what the stats say. Here are the stats for each player that ranks among 29 qualifying quarterbacks. So Rattler, again, the highest. He's got the highest turnover-worthy play, but he's 15th in dropback, 2nd in turnover-worthy play. Or sorry, 2nd. I just said. Oh, turnover-worthy play percentage, though, he's 1st. Okay, that's interesting. But big-time throws, he's tied 7th with 11 in the league. And then 4% big-time throw rate, that's tied 14th, right in the middle of the league. Tagovailoa, 329th dropbacks, that's 9th. That's 1st in turnover-worthy play. 5.1, 2nd in turnover-worthy play percentage. 15 big-time throw percentage. That is tied 4th in the league. BTT percentage, 9th in the league. Top 10 number. Whereas Dillon Gabriel is 29th, and 3rd. So that is 29th in big-time throw percentage, 29th in big time throw. That is 4.6% or 3rd worst turnover-worthy rate percentage, and tied 7th for turnover-worthy plays in general. But he's 29th in dropbacks. He's taking some of the least amount of dropbacks in the league, but he has one of the highest turnover-worthy plays in the league. It's not good, big dog. It's not good. Dillon Gabriel has recorded 10 turnover-worthy plays on 126 fewer dropbacks than Tua. And unlike Tua, who has the 4th most big-time throws in the league, Gabriel has just 3 big-time throws on the year. So Dillon has the 3rd most turnover-worthy plays and fewest big-time throws. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the film. I think the stats get a little bit boring. Look, and feel bad for him. Don't want to do it to the kid. I think he's a nice guy, but this isn't gonna cut it, guys. That's not gonna cut it, guys. This right here. I mean, I like where you're going with the football. I like where your R's are, and you know me, I like to go, piece by piece. We're gonna blow it up, slow it down a little bit. Now, I'm not even sure. You know, we like to start footwork around here. Okay, so he's gonna get to the top of his drop. Right, he's extending that leg. He's gonna saddle up here. He hitches here, gets that foot open, opens his chest up. Kind of looks like he short strokes a little bit. I can't see because the sky cam, but legs don't look that bad. Feet doesn't look that terrible, right? Especially for where he's pointing. He's just trying to layer this here. Maybe he needs to step up a little more because he's got this body here, so I guess he doesn't think he can really put it over, or maybe because he's not tall enough. I don't know. You tell me. But you never, I mean, again, good decision with the ball, right? But I mean, we can't miss like this. And this is, and look, I mean, yo, I mean, to be honest, he probably wasn't expecting the ball to be behind the receiver to that manner. How do you overthrow and throw behind? But at the same time, like, that is tough. That is tough. Don't know how that's not an interception. That's absolutely awful. And I think we've seen this number before. And don't worry, we got more. I think we've seen this little number here before. So I do want to point out what he's being faced with right here, right? He's getting this sim pressure. You got this mugged up look. I forgot. I think there's four that's gonna actually rush on this play. But you know, he's got this corner or safety here. You know, possibly taking Njoku. Obviously, Jermaine Johnson going crazy. Will McDonald doing his thug dizzle, keeping these wide splits, and they're going to come after the quarterback. So only four come, right? Now, I want you to look at this pocket. I want you to look at this pocket. He still's got time. Now, you know, he's got pressure in front of him, but that's a whole 5 yards away. All right, let's plant our feet. Let's make a decision. And it looks like he does that. It looks like he doesn't step fully into this throw, though. It looks like he plants that front foot and just goes right here with it, right? Instead of really, you know, going through his full motion there. He kind of tried to extend it, and then I guess lost his hand. And then do you see what he does with his arm? He still has the ball in his hand, and he just completely dropped his hand like this, like he's releasing pixie dust out. Like you what? So yeah, man, this is a fundamental problem. Look, man, I'm an Arch Manning apologist. I know when your fundamentals look terrible, all right. And I mean, just gave that one right to the dirt. Shout out, man. And, you know, of course, they made a compilation, man. You can't have a compilation. You miss Harrow fan in there. We're going to go through it again. You miss on a screen. Oh, my. I didn't even know it was this many. I didn't even remember this many. I thought it was a fever dream. Okay. Well, the dude fell down. The infamous to the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Not great. A little orbit motion. Take your time. You got Dylan Sampson right there. Oh yeah, that was the overthrow on the other screen. Okay, cool. Sets up, unleashes it, uncorks it. I don't know who he was throwing to right there. Okay, back into the dirt again. Okay, so let's watch some of these. Does Dillon Gabriel, and I've pointed this out before, right? When he fumbled in the preseason, because you know people only judge by one preseason game. Apparently for certain people. They, you know what I'm saying, for other people, they only judge for the better preseason game that they did. Hey, man, don't play, man, right? Okay? In the preseason, he had terrible footwork with his handoffs. Well documented. Got to be better. So now I'm seeing some bad form when it comes to, oh, here it is. Easy peasy. You have somebody screaming at you. Now, I mean, that is true. You do have somebody screaming at you. But you just completely give up on trying to throw this ball. I don't want to get hit. I'm not an athlete. I can't throw over him. I don't even have a chance here, right? No, I got to give you credit. You had heat on you right there. You had heat on you, DG. I got to give it to you, right? But here, it's a pretty clean pocket. You're pretty deep in this pocket too, by the way. You know, and that makes your tackles, puts a little more pressure on your tackles because these edge rushers can get out here. And now you even have a linebacker that, and we know you love to check down. Well, you just kind of ruined your check down taking this super deep drop back, right? Maybe it was play action though, so I'll give him credit. At the end of the day, it's a screen, and it doesn't matter because he threw it behind him. Now, hey, give you a little bit more bail, right? Harold Fanning kind of tripped up there. This is a clean pot. Come on, man. We got to make them when they count. Look at your base, son. Your base is too wide. You got excited. You got happy feet. This is this is like an Arch Manning. This is what Arch Manning kind of was doing, where he kind of took a step and then like short stroked it type thing, stepped and then this is the base is ugly. It's wide. You don't open up your chest fully here. I don't know who you're looking at. You don't got no power in your torque. Do you drop your arm again, DG? No, okay. See, but you see the difference. He keeps this ball over the top. Good job. So you can do that. Phenomenal, right? Okay, this isn't fair. The dude fell. And then again, we saw here. He just completely just drops his arm, throws that into the dirt. Not good stuff. It's a lot of bad. It's a lot of bad. And I feel bad for Dillon Gabriel at the same time. But I don't know if I feel bad enough. And here's some other people from ESPN Cleveland breaking some things down. We watch some of his clips from time to time. We won't be in for just a second.
The problem I have an issue with the play is if you were supposed to sell a fake right there, you didn't sell it, that means your timing's off. That's a problem.
I tell y'all, man, I check every time, and then former NFL players say it. And let me make sure. Let me make sure. 3-time Super Bowl champion, Gerard Cherry, right? So I just want to make sure we get who I'm talking about. I told y'all. And this is the ugly thing. This is where it gets real nasty. At a fundamental level, Dillon Gabriel's bad. It would be one thing if Dillon Gabriel was just doing rookie stuff. All right, cool. He's a little shorter. All right, he's gonna struggle. He's gonna have his ups and his downs. We are talking about the fundamentals of the game, guys. He's had the most first team reps out of anyone in the building. Oh, but Shedeur can't beat out Dillon Gabriel. But Shedeur, the league said last 4 games, and I hope it's no games, to be honest with you. But y'all trying to make it this. Oh, y'all, he can't beat out Dillon Gabriel. What competition, dog? Kevin Stefanski never even said it was a competition, dog. Not that I remember. Not that I can recollect. Besides DG and Joe Flacco. Kenny Pickett. Sorry, I forgot. God, Kenny Pickett. God, Lord have mercy. Taking first team reps, of course. Blew his hammy out. Right? Played no of the preseason. And then finding Danny when he got to Las Vegas, though. Dropping snaps over there at Las Vegas. He's the only quarterback that left the Browns still ain't do good. Because Kenny Pickett was always bad. I don't even understand. I don't get it. It's going to be the last 4 games for Shedeur. He hasn't gotten first team reps for a reason. It's already been communicated that they're going to give him a full week to do it. Right? So I'm not going to freak out about Shedeur not playing. Again, I don't want Shedeur to play. I really think that him getting a redshirt year, y'all can joke about me, let him make his bread, get better, see an NFL experience, get more back in. He cool, he crispy. On to the next one, you feel me? With a little more experience, a little more time, a little more on your back pocket. But, I think it's important to point out the things that what I said throughout the preseason and basically stand on it because I was right the entire time. We saw the reporting. We saw what Darrell Reuter said. We watched the clip. We watched Dillon Gabriel throw interceptions, be late on balls, not have enough power to push the ball down the field. And now we're seeing the same thing. We saw Shedeur push the ball down the field. We saw Shedeur make some things happen. And, of course, there were some negatives, too. These are rookies. They're not going to look great every day, all right? But if you don't give them the chance, and you're giving this a chance, this is, you reached for him. You leaked that he's a supercomputer. You have the same agent. You're running the same offense he ran in college. How much easier can it get? And this is what you do? And I got a tinfoil hat theory. I think Dillon Gabriel is actually a Shedeur fan. I think he's on our side. I think he's on our side. Now, Darrell Reuter said this months ago. Again, he's not an NFL quarterback. He's rolling out and can't hit guys wide open at times. He's not that good in warm-ups, period, right? And I'm playing this video for no apparent reason. There's no reason why I'm playing this video. There is no reason why I'm playing this video. None at all. Continuing forward. I was going to listen to people yap about it. But I think I've yapped about it enough, to be honest with you. Dillon Gabriel is bad. The stats say it. Everything else says it. Like the video if you like, dislike if you don't. Subscribe if you like football content. Continue to be great for now and everything else in between, man. See you next time. Peace.